Right?
Woo.
All right, guys.
Sure.
Welcome to our second episode of Pixel Chat. We're going to be talking about the newest video games and stuff that's going on in the world of gaming. So, welcome.
In the world of gaming.
We've got the full cast here tonight.
Wide world of gaming.
Let's all introduce each other again because we're all here.
So we should introduce each other, not ourselves. Hey,
No.
there's Sugar Bubbles.
Hello, Sugar Bubbles. Yay!
Hey, there's Marcus Dracus.
Hey.
What up, Marcus?
Oh, wait, it's over here.
Oh,
And we have Hybrid Havoc.
Hello, everybody. And here to my left is Kablooey, the Cyclops from Cyclops Island.
Indeed.
So, and
That's
you
where
can
I'm
follow
from.
all of us on Twitter right now, if you'd like. So, I think our first topic is
Follow
going to be
me, come
the
with me.
hit of the week or year almost. It's going to be Pokemon Go.
yes.
I think so.
Very much so. It's great stuff. Good stuff there. How many of you are playing?
Bubbles.
Not yet. I have my little sister next week, and I probably will go catch Pokemon with her. So
Ooh, yeah.
it's a fun activity I think we can
It
do
is.
together.
It's definitely a fun family activity.
Just watch out for murderous thieves. The government, you know.
Yep. You know,
But I haven't started yet. How about you guys? Marcus?
I have started.
How many have you caught?
A lot. I think like 60 some,
Wow, how many are there?
200 and some. I
Oh,
think.
you've got to wait.
Wow.
What was the strangest capture or the weirdest place you caught one?
I don't really have many of those stories. I've caught them bathroom, hallway, stairway. I haven't found any over any dead bodies or in police stations or things like that.
Have you been caught cheating by?
I have not, and hopefully will not.
Well, that's a story I haven't heard.
Oh, there's ways to cheat now, by the way.
Oh no! There was someone caught. Girlfriend broke up with a guy.
Oh, that type of cheating. I thought you meant game
Yeah.
cheating.
Yeah.
So I learned a trick with this game. You could take your phone and attach it to a ceiling fan, and as the ceiling fan is moving around, it will count as actual walking time. So you'll
will, but it also counts your GPS location. So,
Uh-huh.
Oh.
so it won't count as much. My phone has a weird bug with the GPS, and I just leave it on at night, and it jumps from my house to about a couple blocks down the road, and just will jump back and forth, and it will constantly do that about every 5 or 10 minutes. So I'll go through about a 5K. I'll hatch an egg overnight, just sitting there because my phone, my guy is constantly running. I don't know what the Pokemon server is like. This guy is up all night. He's just running back and forth.
you're like
Marcus, I have to ask: are you possibly sleepwalking?
Maybe. If they ask me, that's what I'm doing.
Your secret's safe with us.
All right.
and no one will ever know.
Medical condition, Pokemon.
Yeah. Oh man, this
Fatigue.
game is taking the country by everywhere by storm. I mean, it's amazing how it's surpassed Candy Crush to become the best, like the highest I think rated and the sold the most copies.
Really?
So it is. I mean, some people are saying it's a fad. I don't know. I think it'll be around. I think it'll stick.
I'd like to see it in like 2 months, where it is. That's what I think is going to be important.
If they add more improvements, yeah. I mean, it'll continue to be good. If they don't add anything else, I don't think it'll last. Because this is fun, and I think this will be fun. With the problems with battery drainage, I don't know if you've run into that, Kablooey. The thing sucks down batteries.
Yes,
when
I
you
have
run it.
heard much of that. And various workarounds to protect your battery from running down.
Yeah.
Charger packs and all that, or what are people using?
Yeah. Charger packs. You can get those.
There's probably some mods you can get by now that that'll make your battery use less energy or something.
Okay.
Yeah,
I guess you an extra cell phone battery with you.
I've seen a lot of people walking around with it and playing it. Like they'll run into Dunkin' Donuts and run out really fast.
Oh my god.
And
I saw-
there's been some issues with places where they've been So, where are some of the weird places that you can find Pokemon?
Well, I mean, it's based off GPS. Literally anywhere, anywhere that you can get a GPS signal and connect to the internet, you can find them.
So
Uh,
if you've read any of the articles, people have been doing it at the World Trade Memorial.
mm,
Oh,
Auschwitz banned it. They said that you can't do it at Auschwitz anymore, which is probably a good
yeah.
thing. Also, the Westboro Baptist Church is getting trolled big time with a fairy-like Pokemon, which of course is apropos.
Don't you think that's like you get a positive and then you get a negative? So yeah, they're hunting for Pokemon at Auschwitz, but they're also hunting for it at Westboro Baptist Church. So it's like a yin and yang.
It's interesting. It's sort of a, like how social media has, a double-edged sword to it. You can recruit for ISIS, or you can recruit for, you know, something different, I guess.
I think the Westboro Baptist Church countered with the fact that they were recruiting a Jigglypuff. Um, but
That's,
I am not 100% certain on that.
I don't know what a Jigglypuff is.
I'm pretty sure it's not much better than the fairy Pokemon.
The cell fairy? No, no.
See, in my business of like my company, we've actually started thinking about how to get a gym at our locations, so that people come and then maybe are enticed to do
Yes.
something at the gym, like maybe buy a drink or have
A lot
some
of
food.
businesses have started to embrace that. They've started
Right.
putting up signs.
McDonald's is the big one, the first
Yeah.
one I think that they've really, I guess, have struck a deal with. But I can see this making millions of dollars for Nintendo and the CIA and all the various investors.
Well, it's always going to make money for the CIA. Always.
Speaking about
Now,
making,
how do you become a gym? How do you become a Pokemon gym?
I don't know how you become a gym or Pokestop. That you probably have to go through. Was it Niantic or something?
yes,
Um,
Yes.
To maybe work with them.
You do, and they're being inundated right now. I read
I'm
an article
sure.
today about them being inundated with requests to become gyms or Pokemon stops. So it's I guess first come first serve right now.
I think I think to jump on the bandwagon as quickly as possible is a good idea. But if they can implement the trading they want to put in, if they can implement the duels, like the duel system, you can trade with your friends or duel your friends,
Mm.
that kind of thing. That will make this game even bigger, even more of just a phenom.
So right now you can't fight.
Right now, you
People.
can only fight at gyms, which isn't like fight against you or me or Kablooey or Bubbles. We couldn't fight each other, but you could go to the gym,
Yeah.
which is one of those stops, take it over, place one of your Pokemon there, and then either other people come by and train and try to level that gym up, which then allows you to put more Pokemon to defend that spot, or the enemy, like another team, comes along and they try to take it over by tearing it down by defeating it. And after you defeat everybody, it drops your prestige, and that could drop, make gym a lower level, so you have less people, and so forth. But that's how you duel, and it's really not you doing it; it's just a Pokemon. The only person doing it is the person in control on your end. So if you're attacking, you can do attacks against them, but there's nobody on the other side. It's just all AI.
And that's the team thing, the three teams, the blue,
Yeah,
yellow,
that's
and red. I
And
don't
right now, the only thing you get
Mystique
for it
and-
is
The
points.
factions.
Yeah, the factions.
Right.
You can get, I think, for each gym you control, up to 10, you get 10 coins. You can get a maximum of 100 Pokecoins if you control or have a Pokemon defending 10 gyms. And that's just
Pokecoins. Are those like Bitcoins?
kind of, do you buy them with real money? So you
Can I
can't
use them
anything
to
else
buy
with-
illicit things with
Yeah.
them?
Yeah, you can't buy other things with them besides Poke-related items, but for now.
That's true. It could become an international currency.
I mean, it could if the game gets big enough.
we
But
laugh now, but
Yeah, I
we
think-
laugh. But yes, it could. It very quickly could. But
Yeah, a lot of the finances though. If you would have bought Nintendo stock,
Oh, man.
like prior to that, you would have got like I think a 20% increase in your shares like within the first day of launch. So I don't know if that's steadied out, but that would have been a. Yeah, I would have thought that one through a little bit more.
well, they got a big infusion of venture capital. I forget what it was. but
Looks
it,
like-
you know, it was a
looks
nice
like
big
Rusty's
chunk of
Team
100 million, nothing too extravagant.
I'd like
You know
to
what?
welcome Gruff Madness on Twitch. He's here. He's also a Pokemon player.
Rough madness.
And you know what? I have nothing but love for the other teams, yellow or blue. I am Team Valor, red, but that's fine. I don't have any ill will against any other teams because we're all enjoying this game together.
Well, now Marcus,
Marcus is
what do
too
you
nice.
Marcus, what do you think about the fact that Team Instinct has to use a separate door when they go in the gym? Do you think that that's right?
Oh my god!
I think
I just think it's overboard.
Don't they get a
Frankly,
smaller
in
bus
today's day
too?
and age.
They get a smaller bus that picks
no,
them up.
that's
in the
that's
back, right?
that's Mystic. They get the smaller.
Ah,
Mystic rides a short bus.
the short yellow bus, right? Okay.
No, it's all blue.
Oh, that's all blue. Oh, it's
Yeah,
the blue
yeah.
people that are the small ones.
It's a short blue.
Ba-da-be-da-da.
Now,
But-
why is
but-
everybody jumping over Team Mystique or Mystic or Mystic?
I don't know why everyone has went for for Mystic. It's just, I mean, a lot of people go. Why is everybody going for Team Valor? And those are the two highest. Like those are the. I think they did a breakdown of the like where everybody is joined, and the two highest ones were Mystic and Valor, and then Instinct is down a significant amount lower. But
Well, we got a question.
Yeah.
It says Team Valor. Those are the ones GPS spoofing, right? Is that something?
hey, it's just how the phone works. I can't control that.
Now, is there
Marcus,
a
go
certain
check out-
buff for each team? Like, is there a reason to choose one team over another?
Right now, it's really up to what was your. I think there are three great bird Pokemon that are like the symbols for each team, and other than that, I can't. Just go with your color, your favorite thing. You know, that's one thing I can think of. Right now, there's no benefits.
So Team Valor is the way to go.
Yeah.
I mean, red, fire.
But red, as
Burning.
you know from that meme you shared, Havoc. That
Oh,
you know,
from Warhammer? Yes.
Warhammer,
Yes.
Red are the ones who know what happens when you transfer your Pokemon to Willow's.
They accept the reality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We know what he does to make that candy.
I wonder if it breaks down by red and blue states. How
Well,
people go. Do you think like in in a place like New York City or Washington D.C. or L.A. it's all
Oh,
like
yes.
the
What's
blue?
going on, man?
You know?
I saw an article that somebody wanted to set up voting Pokemon gyms at voting registration places so that they can actually
The vote,
encourage people to go vote.
Hey, whatever it takes.
right?
I saw someone
Democracy.
question about if we had talked about how to start with a Pikachu, and that's an interesting thing. That's something that I didn't know about. And so those of you who haven't started, Havoc and Bubbles,
And me.
if you want to start with Pikachu, evidently the key is you have to ignore your starter Pokemon. Like whenever you first get the game and start up, it's going to spawn in three starter the three usual starter Pokemon.
Okay.
I think first game. I think it's Squirtle. It was Bulbasaur and Charizard. Or no, Charizard. Charmander. If you ignore those, if you ignore the starter ones, just walk away, and just go off somewhere and go walking. Eventually, they'll keep spawning them in. And the idea was eventually, after a while of this, it'll spawn in Pikachu with them, so you'll be able to choose him instead.
Oh.
I didn't do it, so I don't know if it's true. I'm only going by the videos and the articles that I've read.
Yeah.
If that's how that works. Now I've caught a Pikachu.
Yeah.
I found one today, actually.
Nice.
He was just sitting in the hallway at work.
Oh my god.
So you
But-
have to evolve the Pikachu, right? You're not just going to keep that little Pikachu
Well-
and like become friends with it and talk to it and interact with it like in the show. And
You can, but the game works through the candies, like the leveling up purposes, and the higher you get, the higher your trainer gets, the higher level Pokemon you find. And what I've noticed is when you find a new Pokemon, they are generally of a lower level, and as you find more of them, they go up. So the more times you find them, the higher and higher the level gets. So the first time you find Pikachu or you find some other Pokemon, they may not be that high. So you may not end up keeping that one.
might not be that high?
It may not be beneficial. You may want
need
to wait.
Go to shadier places to find really hot Pokemon.
Uh,
Oh,
yeah, it takes a long time. Yeah.
I've seen. I was out last night. I think around my neighborhood, which my neighborhood's okay. It's a little, it can be rough at certain times of night. And I saw these two guys, very geeky looking.
Yeah, CP. That's what it's called. Yes.
And they had like, and they were on their phones like this, and you could tell that they were like not around the area. They're not used to being around. And it's like 11 o'clock at night, and I'm sitting there, God, you could just rob these dudes. You could just walk right up.
Well, that's what people have been doing. I suppose isn't that right, Kablooey? Isn't that what
yes, there were. Let me see. Was it 7 people were robbed, and people were arrested, and I've seen like guys that were tattoos. So I mean, it's legit, criminals. But it wasn't even a good one.
Sorry, we're not trying to say that neck tattoos make you criminals. That's not what.
Yeah, jeez.
But also,
Just
if
makes
you
you a
read,
tattoo artist.
apparent, right? I don't in any way want to disparage any sort of tattoo in any way, as long as it's a good tattoo or a tastefully done bad tattoo.
Okay.
Now that being said, if you read the clause that that Nintendo put into the game, they are allowed to turn over any information that they gather through the game to law enforcement officials, and they reserve that right. So just keep in mind, this app, this game, you basically give it permission, a lot of permissions on your phone, although Nintendo has said that they don't actually collect people's emails or anything like that, they say. And they modified the language saying it was a mistake, sure. But,
I'm sure
it is
never want all that
recording
information.
footage. And so I don't know. I'm on the fence if I'm going to. No, I'm actually never going to play this game. I have to say. Any time that something reaches such a cultural phenomenon like this, like
you're like, that's done.
Like Friends or something like that, I don't. I stop tuning in.
So Cyclops just will not do Pokemon, right?
That's right, absolutely. And with one eye, it's very hard with the peripheral vision to catch them.
To throw the ball, like
yeah, exactly.
You have one eye. You have to be picky, and he's setting his foot down with Pokemon.
I believe there are some Cyclops Pokemon.
Oh my God! Don't tell him that. He'll get angry.
Hey, those are my people.
Those are his people.
Chat is not happy with you, Kablooey. Chat is not happy with you.
The chat is became hostile to Kablooey. They're sharpening their sticks right now.
I think it's Magamite.
Something I said.
It's one of your people. It isn't why.
Oh, so there is. Is that the correct? How do you say it again, Marcus?
My people go.
Longlinius says there's a lot of Cyclopses or one-eyed beasts in this game.
Wow. Well, now that I know something, I'm going to start an action group. You know what? I will be on the Today Show tomorrow. I guarantee you.
I now want to see that picture of Kablooey in the suit like on the Today Show. I want to see this one. I'm watching the Today Show tomorrow.
Pokemon is called Unknown. They have a whole keyboard of species. I guess that's you.
Well, hey, Kablooey, if you want to...
Is that what we are? A keyboard of species?
Maybe you found your people.
Kablooey, you have the perfect mask now if you want to go out and hunt Pokemon incognito. You just wear your Minecraft mask and go out.
What are you talking about?
You won't look suspicious at all.
That's who he really is.
I'm going to go hunt and capture my own brethren and enslave them in Pokemon gyms.
Around
Manhattan. Cover your face first, it's fine. Yes.
Right.
I never cover my face. What, like this?
Yes.
Okay.
Hey, Kablooey, if you were going to play Pokemon, what team would you pick? Valor? What's the other two?
Oh, I would pick Instinct.
Instinct. Okay.
Oh, I would always go with the underdog.
Okay. All right. That's good. What about you, Bubbles? What are you thinking?
Huh?
What team are you thinking about taking?
For Pokemon?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm going to let my little sister pick.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to record some of it. I'll give you some footage back. We're going to go hunt Pokemon. There's a park close by.
All right.
So we're going to go there next week while I have her.
Hey,
Okay.
like I said,
All right.
it is a lot of fun. It is amazing amount
I
of
only
fun.
wanna
And you got
capture
an
the-
active.
Yes, me and Kablooey live in Manhattan. Well, we live around it.
No, I don't live in Manhattan. You don't even live in New York State.
Shut up! I live in Jersey. I live across the river
Oh,
in
you live
Jersey.
on Cyclops Island.
And he lives in Cyclops Island, which is also known as Brooklyn. So
It's known as
there you go.
Rikers, and actually, visitors' hours is about over, so I gotta go back to my cell.
Oh, that's what that guy behind me is. Okay.
No, actually, that's my cellmate.
You went to a women.
Did you stay on purpose? Like,
Well, I came for the incarceration, and I stayed for the
The snooze.
the party. Yeah. Okay.
party. Incarceration of fun, party in the rear. I don't know. I can't.
Manhattan is full of
Don't
Pokestops.
take me here, Bubbles. You know
I know.
you know I'll go there. This isn't Pixel Reboot after hours, after all.
All right.
Not
Let's
yet. Not
save
yet.
that
But
for the
it
after
happens
chat.
soon.
Save it for the after chat. Sorry.
After chat. That's when things really steam up, folks. Stay tuned.
All right. So I think do we cover most of?
Actually,
Okay,
if
go
you
ahead,
don't mind,
Kablooey, sorry.
I had a couple of news items that I wanted to bring up before we go much further.
All right.
It's Pokemon soapbox.
Yeah, no. I'm so done with Pokemon. I'm ready to move on. I think we covered it all. Except we didn't cover the $20 per hour Pokemon teacher.
I did see that
What?
though. But go
Yeah.
ahead.
Okay. Well, okay. If you saw her, you could have blinked and missed it because she announced herself yesterday, and today she has officially retired.
Long career.
She has rested on her laurels, or apparently the business was too much for her. In which case, I'm surprised she didn't sell out or, try to up her game a little bit, and make some hires, and
Yes, this is for real.
she just really gave
This
up
is
on
true.
it. I really think.
But she could have done it. And I was thinking about it today. If she would get like 2 or 3 people, right, and she has 3 phones with her, would that work, Marcus? And she could walk around the city with 3 phones, get paid $20 an hour with those 3 phones, catch as many Pokemon as she can with those 3 phones.
You can't. You can't do it.
What?
You can't. You can't. You only got 2 hands, and
Well, you put one phone down, you pick the other one up, and you keep going like a little.
What did
like
you
a
pay
teacher.
her for? What did she get paid for?
She gets paid $20 an hour to walk around the city and catch Pokemon for you while you're at work.
Well, that's interesting.
Now it's New York, so that's
Yeah.
not that big of a. That's
It's not.
that can happen.
There's also people who are selling kind of like an Uber service, though. I have to agree with some other people that have posted that person's just looking to be kidnapped, or looking to kidnap people because
Yeah.
basically he's selling his services to drive you around in a car, and you catch the
Oh my
Pokemon when
gosh.
it drops, so you don't have to drive in Pokemon. I have to say it's genius, but at the same time, it is probably a good way to kidnap someone.
Especially if they roll up with a van that says "Me Too" in the side or
Yes.
something like that.
Rare Pokemon's inside. Yeah.
Yeah,
That meme is
Oh,
probably
no.
out there.
it is actually. I've
It
seen
is.
most
Yeah.
of them.
I have seen that meme. But yeah. So,
Buffalo Bill is out there looking for he's got a Pikachu in the basement.
Yeah, I've seen that one too.
Precious.
I mean, I could see maybe 3 phones, maybe, but more than that, you're going to be spending. I mean, since you haven't played it, it does take a little bit of time and skill to actually fling the ball. It may seem like it doesn't, but it does take a little bit of time and ability, like
Yeah.
to do those things. Plus, while you're doing that, you may not get to the phone in time for other people. Plus, with all the bugs and connectivity issues I've had, I don't know about in New York. It may be a little bit more steady and secure, a little more stable. But I have the problems of having to reset the phone. Maybe the phone gets, goes a little wonky. You have to reset, go back out.
Don't put
So-
Me Too. Where'd you get that website? Let's go buy that website right
I
now.
just made it up.
Let's
so I
go
hope
buy
that-
it right
I
now.
was like, don't
Let's
click
buy
on
it
that.
right
Don't
now.
click on that. I was like, oh god, somebody's gonna get a virus.
It's
No.
already done. It's probably already like set up,
Already-
WordPress
it's
and
probably
everything.
Sorry.
Yeah, I heard. So what if she's an expert at throwing though, Marcus? She
If
practices.
she's an expert thrower, maybe, but it's still going to 3 phones would be, I think, the maximum you could do. I mean, I'm just.
All right, well
I'm
that's $60 an hour.
That's still
It's
$60 an
possible.
hour, though. That's not bad money.
Here's why it's possible, Mark, is I watched somebody on Twitch today streaming catching Pokemon. She had 6,000 viewers, and she had this rig strapped to her.
Oh,
and
I've seen that. Yeah,
the stuff she was using. So you could technically have like a rig strapped to you and like 3 phones sitting out in front of you and just be like, choo, choo, choo.
I
Oh
thought you were
my
talking about
God.
someone had a rig where you tape up your phone and you tape a channel to throw the ball into, so that when you run your finger up it, it just sort of keeps the like alignment. So
This picture of the future you guys are painting is dystopian and really frightening for us right now. I'm just seeing like armies of people walking around with massive rigs and dozens of phones completely surrounding their heads.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Just like,
Well, right now it's Pokemon. Later you will catch digital friends and bring them home.
Oh God.
I've
yes!
actually done that a few times.
Oh my
You
god.
use Craigslist.
You know?
That's after chat. That's after chat.
Craigslist.
Like he has yeah, you could like one of those carts you get at Walmart with the little wheels that you like, you roll around
There you
Walmart
go.
in, and you've got all your phones like displayed. For
Yes.
I mean, if you got like 5 or 6 clients and you're out like flicking them like this, and
yeah, I mean, now, what's the return though? Like, what happens? And remember, you don't have an unlimited number of Pokeballs. Your Pokeballs are life. So that person's gonna have to be hitting
Believe
the
me, my
Pokestops.
dad told me that when I was a kid.
wait, isn't that the title in Auschwitz? Pokemon.
Yeah.
Pokeballs are life. Work is life. Is
Pokemon
Auschwitz, by the way.
right?
Yeah. Yeah. So how do you get more Pokeballs? Do you sacrifice more life or grind up Pokemon?
There are only a couple ways. You either buy them with real money, with the Pokecoins.
Of course.
You get them at Pokestops. Of course, you only get a couple of them. You get like maybe 4 or 5
Per phone.
Well, for each count, because each phone would get them.
Yeah,
But
so-
if you're messing up, if you're missing, or the Pokemon is harder, because harder Pokemon take more chances. Like they have a
Remember,
higher
she's
chance
an
to get
expert catcher.
That's
though.
what he said.
So she's like pro. 1, 2, got Pokemon.
If she's pro, maybe 5.
Okay.
She could do 5. But what happens? I mean, the person, if she runs out of Pokeballs, does she then call up the person and be like, "Hey, can you authorize a payment to your account to buy more?" Or does she just hit more Pokestops along the way? So it's got one of those things that if you could do it, I think I would rather do it
That's
myself.
true, yeah. Longest just wrote a huge paragraph there. She would have all the detailed information for these people, but if they're going to spend $20 to have somebody walk around the town while they're working, then they have enough money to buy a phone dedicated to their Pokemon addiction right there.
Had Pokemon security details. I like that. Yes.
But it is New York, and people like to pay other people to do things for them. In
Walk
New
their
York.
dog.
Sort
Catch
of.
me
Wait
Pokemon.
in line. Do they pay people to
Absolutely.
wait in line for them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gig culture.
So
I'm not saying it's good.
maybe she has like a plan. She like starts at 3rd Avenue, goes to one Pokemon stop, gets all her balls, starts tossing them, goes to 6th, gets her next round, just all day, bam, bam, bam. End of the
If you
day,
did
she's
it-
got $1,000.
Why did she
You can get some
retire?
sunscreen, but
I
yeah,
think she was getting other phone calls.
Yeah, to tell you the truth, that's probably.
Like, I got some balls for you to cover.
Oh,
Hey,
well, that
What?
escalated.
Pokemon balls. I don't.
Why don't you stop by my Pokestop later?
I can't. I'm going to the gym.
Boom, boom, shh.
Sure.
All right.
John Hell over at YouTube says that this is a very complicated Poke scam.
Yes.
So I think so too. If you have to buy the balls, that's very similar to Warframe. It's like free to play, everybody. Come,
Oh, yeah.
come play. Yeah, you need some money to keep the games though. That you
Well,
spend
once you
hours.
run out of once you actually run out of the Pokeballs, once you've thrown them all, and you don't want to pay more money, well, you can't get any more unless
Imagine
you
the
know.
spoiled children that are yelling at their parents right
yeah.
now,
Oh.
like, I need Pokemon!
See this? I wore this shirt for this reason. Nintendo is cleaning up right now. This is
Oh,
like,
they are.
Oh,
They are cleaning.
Since
up.
when did they become a for-profit company? You know, where do they get off charging your customers for stuff? Ugh.
Nah.
well, this is the first real This is the first time they've really kind of went into the mobile phone app, isn't it, Marcus?
No, they had another one. They had their Me.
That's right.
Was it their? Oh, can't think of the name of it, but it also did fairly well. Not the numbers that Pokemon Go has done, but it did all right. It was something tying in with their Mii, like the Nintendo Mii's. You know, those little people that you can make that look kind of like you, but it didn't last. Like it was kind of it definitely was a fad. It sold a bunch and then whoop, dropped right off. Yeah, I mean, you can just walk around and keep hitting Pokestops. They do recharge after 5 minutes. It's just, if the person just stood there and got them all on their phone, they would have to be really good, and that depends upon the skill level. It's very complicated. It's very
but she's getting paid $20 an hour. That's the main thing here. She has. So she has 5 phones. She's, you know.
But what happens if she doesn't catch any Pokemon for this one? What if she messes up? And
she's
then
not
she owes
going to
them
do
the
that,
life
though.
balls back.
Come on.
What's she going to do?
She knows what she's
doing. I smell lawsuit.
Mm-hmm.
She probably has like some sort of contract.
Oh my god, the Judge Judy cases. That
would be good, right?
Please, yes.
The Judge Judy cases.
Oh my gosh.
Yes,
I'm
John
afraid
L.
we have to go to arbitration.
She wasted so many of my life balls.
Claims that wasted all of his Pokeballs and then missed catching a Pikachu. And you blame him? He just ran her over.
What if we have a joint Pokemon account and we break up? Like, what are we gonna do?
I like how you did this.
Baby.
What are we gonna do?
What are we gonna do?
I'm getting Squirtle.
It's mine.
I earned him. That's mine.
I walked 500 miles for this.
Yes, we had talked about that. This is a little bit. John had asked us if we'd talk about the Holocaust story about Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, yes.
Pokemon Downer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Way to bring us back down there. We were doing fine.
Let's talk about, So, I mean, the CIA apparently, and I've only read this on the surface, is that the investment company that belongs to the CIA somehow is one of the primary investors in this game. So
you're telling me
CIA is
part ownership into Pokemon Go?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's creepy.
Right?
It does correct location. As we told with the story about the girlfriend who broke up with his boyfriend because he had captured a Pokemon near his ex-girlfriend's house.
Okay. Well, okay, what about this scenario, Kabuli? What happens when they stop a terrorist attack thanks to Pokemon Go? Will you become with it then?
Like the terrorist sees it. Go ahead.
There's definitely going to be like a Pikachu underwear bomber out there.
Oh my god, what?
I don't know, I can foresee a plane having to make an emergency landing and getting escorted because some kid broke into the cockpit to get the
There's a Charizard up there! Let me in! Let me in! I must catch them all!
I mean, wasn't there a story about a group of people I can't remember the numbers, but it was a large number of people all joined up in California because someone had saw a war turtle near the location.
War turtle.
They all went there to go get it.
Do they mob it?
I heard that there's a historic home in New York that apparently is just inundated with Pokemon chasers. I mean, just the sheer number of the stories that have been generated since... I mean, when did this game start? Was it Monday?
It was Wednesday.
Wednesday.
No,
Wednesday. No, today's Wednesday. Yeah, Monday.
You
are right.
3 days. 3 days.
It's a meme producer too.
It's just. I feel like, and it's sad to say. I'm going to preface this. It's sad to say that this is a pretty large cultural phenomenon, at least according to my feed. I mean, maybe people that don't.
Actually, no.
Seen any of this
Yeah, no.
It came out on Thursday, I believe.
Thursday
of last week.
Oh. Still.
Still. Even in that number, that's only a week. We've had 1 week of this so far, and it's gone crazy. But it's also, it's done good things. It's gotten people out, getting people more interested in activities, and especially my cat who's chasing invisible Pokemon. Get off the cat.
Hey, Marcus, who was the team that was attacking Pokemon people who were out in the cartoon? I don't know. Was it me and Bubbles talking about this? It was Team Rocket or something?
In the cartoon, yeah.
Yeah, the cartoon.
In the anime.
What was it called?
Team Rocket.
Oh, because
Oh, we were talking about that because robbers are
was
hanging
close.
out at the Pokemon stops
Yes.
and robbing people in isolated areas when people come to get their Pokemon
Yeah.
at 2 a.m. by themselves. They're like, oh,
They-
we'll just wait for somebody.
So they're like
Actually
Team
used
Rocket.
the game. They were using the game. You can activate these lure modules, which basically entice the Pokemon to come in, so that more of them can spawn around there. And whenever you activate one, the Pokestop kind of lights up and has this like a glittering kind of like almost like cherry leaves falling down around it, right? And
Yeah.
when you see that on your map, you normally want to go to that because there's more chance of rare Pokemon or just more Pokemon in general kind of showing up. So they're activating that, knowing people are going to come to that location, and they're just waiting.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that could go wrong with this. A lot of things.
Yeah.
All right, is it time for the next segment, or
I think so.
I think
Well,
so.